Okay, y'all, well, welcome back to the Brian's Bus Adventure as we continue on. I've kind of set up a little puffing and polishing center here. I've gone over and purchased a bunch of different grids of sandpaper, both for the round disc and for the square discs. And or I should say for the square jitterbug, I guess you'd call it. And these are for the DA. And I've kind of set myself up a little polishing and rubbing station, rubbing, I guess that's the wrong word, polishing station and sanding station. And again, I'm going to be back doing the finishing polishing, going to take care of the edges on this bumper spear, and going to find out what it's like. This is as far as I've gone with the brown rouge and the yellow wheel. That's about as far as I'm going to go with that for the top surface. Now I have to go back and sand the edges and get them up to a 600 sandpaper and then come back. But after that's all done, I'll drop down to this box here, and it has everything you've ever thought of in here. It has the final polishing pad here. It has the pads for the green and for the white polishing rouge. And I'll be dropping all the way down to that, down to this polishing pad, and then actually to the cleaning and the final coat, liquid liner, liquid final coat. That's all I can say on that. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be polishing and polishing and polishing. Again, if you didn't notice yesterday, I just locked that polisher down, the buffer down here with these two clamps that, again, got over at Harbor Freight. And this is what I'm going to be doing, so stick with me as I continue on with this polishing and sanding session on the Brian's Bus Adventure. Okay, y'all, here I'm back again, and as you can see, I'm using the 220 grit. I had even stepped down a little bit from that. I was using 320 before, stepped down to 220, and this is just to get the edges. And I've pretty well gotten all the edges, oops, there we go, gotten all the edges, front and back, sideways, blah, 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 blah. And a few little spots I've missed there, so I'll go back and pick up that one. But, oh, and a couple pieces here. This is what I'm taking off. I'm taking this and this off and getting it down to the middle. So I'll come back and take care of those. And then come back with some 320 and then go up to a 400 and see what's happening there. I think the cat wants to get in the box. He says, "Where's the box of sandpaper, Dad?" Cute cat. Anyway, so I'm doing right now. And let me get back to the old sander over there. Again, all this stuff from Harbor Freight. Get back to the sander, take care of these ends, and I'll check around the backside also to make sure everything is ready to go to the next grit, next finer grit of sandpaper. Well, y'all, I decided not to even go to the 320. I went directly to the 600 sandpaper, and you can really feel the difference. And this is ready to buff. Actually, there's an edge between here and here, just a little bit, but that will buff out really well. And I've decided not to take all these dings out either. I don't want that big whoop-de-doos like I did in the front bumper. So I'm just going to leave the natural little rock chips and whatnot in here and come back and just polish this. Going to come back again with the brown rouge. And that's the next step, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, and now I've taken the yellow wheel with the brown rouge, and this literally took maybe 2 minutes to do this after I had taken the 600 sandpaper to it, and it is ready to go down to the next color, which will be, I believe it's green. I'll have to check. We have green and then white, and again, I'm going to leave these in there. Don't worry about that. Those I'm going to leave in there, but the edge really looks nice now. And again, that literally was about 2 minutes. Top's a different story because I have my hand all over it again, but it's all ready to go also to the green. So that's what we're going to do next on the Brian Bus Adventure. You know what's kind of nice about this system that you buy here? If you can read this, it says 1 of 1, number 4. 1 of 1, number 4, first cut. This one here is, if I haven't taken it out, it'll say second cut wheel. And I don't know, I took all that out of there. 3,200 RPMs maximum, and use the purple, green. So we'll go to the green rouge, which will be down here in the bottom. I mean, this is like go to the freezer, get the cheese. Again, this is the Zephyr system here. It says do not use without safety flanges. And that is what this is right here, safety flange. Anyway, this makes it easy, even for me. Okay, y'all, here I am back again. I saw something I missed when I was sanding. This edge right here, I completely missed it on the sanding of the 600. And so it's not wanting to come back out on the polish. So what I'm gonna do, I got the sandpaper back out, I got the jitterbug back out, orbital sander. We're gonna pop that back around. So don't be afraid to go back and catch up on any little mistakes you made. Excuse me, because this is a process. And it's coming out really nicely. Okay, y'all. Don't know if you can see me or want to see me in here, but this is after the second cut. There we go. Starting to focus in a little bit, I guess. But anyway, it's looking really good. And this is just a simple cut on the green. It's not even close to where it's going to end up. Well, I shouldn't say it's not close. It's probably 75% polished now compared to the way it was. Let me walk out here and show you again, remind you what it looked like before, because there is a I would think a dramatic difference. Sorry about that, I'm walking. I thought the stabilization was on this thing. Maybe it's not, but here we go. This is back at the bus. Back at the bus. And here it is now, and here it is then. Big difference. Again, this is just putting a, maybe an hour or so in this, and that's about it. And again, as you can see, final finish or color buff, high luster aluminum and stainless steel, 3500 max. And again, this is the Zephyr system here. So this, go to the freezer and get the cheese. It says use the white or the blue, and what we've got is the white for the white. So we're going to use the white. Well, y'all, I'm going to stop for the night. You can see the shine is coming up really, really, really nicely on it. And this is the final cut over here, and it's not quite as bright as I was thinking it would be compared to the second cut. So I'm going to do a little research on that and find out why it's not, and then come back tomorrow. And again, I've wiped it off with a cloth, just a good old shop cloth. That helped a lot. But I want this thing to shine, 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 shine. Again, thanks for watching this part of the polishing session of the Spear here. And we'll be doing this to the entire front and back bumpers when we're done. They will all be shiny, shiny, shiny like this. So I hope you like it. And give us a like, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, y'all, I think I'm fairly well done with this Spear here. It's not perfect. There are some spots that'll all rub out right there with the cloth. But I've taken it down to the white, and actually my white final buffing wheel will not fit on my buffer, so I didn't really get to take it down to the final whack. But you can see right here, this is what it would look like if I was able to completely do it all. But the bus is going to be a good 10 footer. And what I mean by that, it's going to look really good at 10 feet. When you get up close, you're going to see all of the history of the bus, of course. But I think this looks so much better than it did yesterday. And I'm going to put it back on the door. Well, I'm going to repair that door first. I'm going to repair that hole. And I'm thinking about painting it black behind that. Not quite for sure yet. What do you think? Give me a whack. Should I paint it black? Or should I just kind of leave it as the, the chrome look, or the aluminum look back there? Which is kind of like the Spear used to look before I polished it. So give me a whack. Let me know what you think. Okay, there's kind of what it's going to look like on there. It's pretty shiny. I like it. Again, it still shows the bus has been down the road a few times. There's a few dents, a few dings in it, and that's going to be okay. And the part behind and around the Spear here, there's the part that I'm talking about. Seeing if I should paint it red, or should paint it black, or go ahead and go back to that Aluma color. I'm going to paint it one way or the other. As you can see, that bottom hinge down there, down at the bottom, it also needs to be sanded, primered, and then painted so it doesn't rust any longer. That's steel, of course. But what do you think? Should I paint that aluminum color so it kind of matches the bus, or should I paint it black so it stands out a little better? And again, looking around the bus, around the bumper. Bumper, 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 bumper. This is the way it used to look. Everything used to look that way. Now that's just a brown rouge cut on that. And it also has that aluminum bright paint on it. And this is the spear on the other side. This is how it originally started out. So you can kind of see what's going on. And again, that's what I'm doing today. This is the Brian's Bus Adventure. Oh, I have a guy coming over today to give me a bid on sandblasting this entire, all the paint off of it. I want the paint taken off. I mean, I can sand it off, of course, but that would take literally weeks and weeks and weeks to sand all that off. So it would be from the top of the color to the bottom of the color. That's what I would want to have sandblasted or media blasted. I don't know if it's gonna be sand or if it's gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna be. It might even be soda blasted. I don't have a clue yet. He's supposed to be over here today about 1 o'clock. So that's probably a couple hours from now, and he'll be able to give me a bid. And I'll probably say no thank you, but that's the way it is. Anyway, this is Brian's Bus Adventure. Hope you love it. And again, if you like it, please give me a check mark on it. And share it with some friends, and subscribe, please. That really helps when you subscribe. And if you really want to help, you know, go ahead to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/Brian's Bus Adventure. And if you would like, you know, check off maybe $1, $2, $3, $5, $10 a month that you'd like to donate. And that will help us get through this process. I would imagine on this sandblasting, it's probably going to be 500 bucks. If it is, that's just, I can't afford that. But you know, I think that's probably what the bid's going to come up in. He wants me to drive the bus over to his location, not to get the bid, but if he does do the work. And of course the bus runs great. I just have to take everything off the counters. It's going to fall off if I drive it. You know. Anyway, this is Brian's Bus Adventure. Talk to y'all soon.